Welcome. So in this, we will talk about how we can maintain and manage session for agent. This is a very interesting topic. So we will use the same code which we have created in the first talk. So let me open my Visual Studio Code, take the whole code where we called no tools, just some values. So we'll use the simplest form and let me create a file called 03 agent session.py. Just to indicate that this is calling session. So I'm going to call this test everything is fine. So let me just quickly run this Python 3 03, and if it is going to give me, it's going to give me that thing, right? So what is the date today? So let me quickly see if it is, yeah. So it is going to give me, it's a wrong answer. That's fine. So this is the agent which is running at this point in time using agent framework. Now I'm going to add session to that. To add session to that, what you need is this line number 15. If you notice here, is that my session agent.create session. So you're basically going to create a thing called my session. Now in that session, when you call an agent and run, you basically remove this, and then you say my name is, and I am a software engineer. Session is my session. Uh, I won't call myself a software engineer, but a professional developer who earns by writing code. Okay, so that's what my identity looks like. So let me hide some of the stuff. So now you can see that this is my thing, and I'm gonna print the response here. And what I'm gonna do is that let me do one thing here. Let's say print response this, but at the same time I'm gonna put /n. This should look good. Okay, let me try checking the output here. Yeah, so it's going to give me a single line. So I'm gonna add this. So now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add this information into the session, and here is where I'm gonna just put a placeholder so that it looks this much. All right. Um, um, Let me do one thing. Let me also add a new line here so that you get a bit of space in between. Now here is where I'm gonna just copy paste this previous one, but then I send I occasionally teach Python to school children. So this is what I'm going to add. So it kind of like going to get the response that, yes, that is fantastic. You are doing great job. Something like that. This will respond just to cheer me up because it is a cheerful agent. So I'm going to add this println. And now the last one I'm going to add is again this too. So you remember, like all the while I'm adding this extra thing that's adding into the session. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and say, ask this agent, what do you know about me? Okay, because I have used the session, so I don't need this session here. But in case if you have the session, it will read from the session and it will capture the information from here. Now you can see here the output. If I run this, if I just run it in the console, let me increase the console height a bit more. Okay, so here, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to run this session code now. Now, first it will take my input as this. This is, hi, I'm Riju, and I also teach Python here. So you can see that the first response was, nice to meet you, Riju. It was awesome to have a professional developer here. How can I assist you today? That's the response from the agent. Now I said that, okay, I also teach Python to the school children. That is fantastic. Teaching Python to school children is such a wonderful way to inspire next generation of coders. If you ever need lesson ideas, simple projects, Python, so it's a helpful agent, right? So it's trying to help me. And then I said, what do you know about me? So the response came from the session, which is so-called, we can call it as a context, that your name is Riju, you are a professional developer, you occasionally teach Python at school children. Is there anything else I can do? Right? So you can see that it can retain what I'm asking. Now, I will show you this experience without having a session. So if I do not have the session thing added as part of this agent call, like if I will finish it here, just remove it, finish it here, and remove the session and finish it here, remove the session. What it is going to do now, you will notice here, if I just clear it up, run it one more time. Yeah, it responds, but hello, I don't actually have any information about you unless you share something with me during the conversation. So it is unable to get the previous history because I did not maintain the session, right? So that is what the beauty of the session is, that you feel like you are continuing the conversation. You can even have it offline stored and all these things. So there's a bit of like uh, opportunity for us to explore in that area in the agent framework. So it allows us to do that. Internal, external memory, in the Foundry memory. There are many places which you can consider depending on the kind of application you're building, but you have this pretty easy way to configure it, and you don't have to do too much, right? You don't have to design any database, retrieve the data on your own. So it is all part of the agent framework. So hopefully this one was interesting, because this is real feeling what you get when you talk to an agent, a chatbot. You basically have that similar kind of output.